He was like, yes, Key. Yes, I did. I'm like, I told this motherfucker I had a craving for beating his fucking ass, and he's literally sitting here telling me that he went through my phone in the car through the Bluetooth, and we not even together. Like, nigga, it wasn't enough that I told you to leave me the fuck alone. It wasn't enough that I told you we would never be together again. It wasn't enough that you actually proposed and I looked at you and said, nigga, no. You had to go in the car and go through my phone. I don't want you. I don't want anything to do with you. So why does it matter what the fuck I got going on if I'm voicing to you in your face that I don't want you, that I don't want to be with you? Nigga, you proposed and I said, hell no. The fuck? Now you see that I'm pregnant and you know it ain't your goddamn child. And it's like, why the fuck would I change my mind about you? Like stop. I already told you. I said, Marlon, I already told you that once I disconnect from a person and I'm like disconnected from that person, it is never no going back. He's like, yeah, I know you showed me that. It's like Valerian Steel. I'm like, yes, it's Valerian Steel. We was watching House of Dragon. That's a House of Dragon reference. So I'm like, yes. So once I cut that shit off, it's cut the fuck off. It's Valerian Steel. It's cut the fuck off, okay? So you tread into that point to where I'm going to cut you off completely. I told you maybe months on down the line, we could possibly work on a friendship, possibly, because at one point you was kind of my friend. But right now, everything that you're doing right now, I don't like you. I don't like being in your fucking presence. So yes, with me, once I cut you off and it's done, data, it's Valerian Steel. I don't backtrack. You know I don't backtrack. Name an ex I don't ever backtrack on. He was like, oh. I'm like, no. All my exes that I told you about, name one that I said, you know what, I'm done with you. I move out, I move the fuck on, and then I circle back. None of them. I never circle back to an ex, because once I am done, I am done. You will never see me backtrack to an ex. That's why when people be like, when you sit up here and you tell me, oh, well, you can go be with Jacory, which is Jackson's dad, or be with Carter's dad. I'm like, I would never in my life be with those people again, because they had me before. They mishandled me before. Why would I give them the opportunity to mishandle me again? No, no. I would rather move the fuck on, find somebody the fuck new. That is what I do. I do not backtrack, because it's like they're exes for a reason. I cut you off for a reason. I nip that shit in the bud for a reason, my guy. So he's like, I just don't want it to happen with me and you. I just don't want to lose you. And I know that once I lose you, like, you're going to be gone for good. I'm like, well, Marlon, you on that track for me to really, really, really be gone for good. Like, we not going to get back together. We're never going to get back together. I'm never going to backtrack on you. The most that you can do right now is try to save the friendship, and you're doing a piss poor job in trying to save the friendship because you're too busy trying to get me back as your woman, and that will never happen, because I don't backtrack. Okay, I don't, and I'm not. He's just like, but keep like, please get out of my room. Let me get some rest. Okay, let me sleep. You found out I'm pregnant. Okay, I'm pregnant. Cool. Let me sleep. I'm tired. I'm baking a baby right now. A baby that I'm not even going to keep right now. And I'm sick. I'm irritated. I can't keep nothing down. I want to eat. Leave me the fuck alone. Okay? Leave me alone. I still got a life. Leave me the fuck alone. It's like, okay. All right, Key. I'm going to leave it alone. I don't want to stress you out. I don't want to stress the baby out. Like, nigga, get the fuck out my face. Get the fuck out my face. And then he left out the room. When he left, I ended up calling music, talking to music about the shit, and then going to sleep. Now, over the next few days, while we're waiting to go to Atlanta to have the procedure done or whatever, and I'm at work straight sick. And the people at work, like my coworkers at work, are starting to notice that, like, I'm sick, because it's like I'm not my normal chipper, bubbly self. I'm like more guarded. I'm more in my room. I don't want to be bothered with nobody. And it's just like, you could see it on my face that I was not feeling good. But music would ask me to come sit up at the front with him, and then I sit up at the front with him, and then he'll hold my stomach while I'm sitting at the front. Like, literally, he'll be sitting beside me, I always had my hoodie on or whatever not, and he would put his hand in my hoodie pocket and rub on my stomach, and it settled. It's so crazy how it actually settled my stomach. Like, anytime that he was near, anytime that he touched me, it's like my nervous system resets, and I settled down to the point that, like, he would come in my room, give me a hug, and I would instantly be falling asleep on his damn shoulder, because I wasn't sleeping at home. It was so uncomfortable, and I was so nauseous at home. But whenever I got around him and he put his arms around me and I just like melt into him, I instantly got sleepy. I was literally taking naps on this nigga's shoulder at the front, because it's just like, it wasn't that I was trying to do. It was just something that was just happening, and it was crazy. So as the week was going by, I ended up calling the Atlanta clinic again at the end of the week to like verify if I could still come in next week. And then they asked for my last period and everything, all of that stuff. And I told them, and they were just like, based on this, you are right at 6 weeks. I was like, so what did that mean? Can I come in today? She was like, well, we don't have any appointments today or tomorrow. Our next available isn't until next week. That's why I was telling you next week. But yeah, you're 6 weeks. We're not even gonna be able to do it here. And I was like, okay, like where you look, where you think I should go? She was like, well, you could try South Carolina, you could try Florida. I know they got some in Gainesville. Like, you can try there, but because of the new law and you being 6 weeks, we won't be able to do it here. I was like, okay, like, all right. So I got off the phone with them, and I'm upset. I'm crying. Like, I'm literally back there crying. And then music come in. He's just like, you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. He came in bringing me a ginger ale and some Sour Patch Kids. And then we've realized that the reason why I could only keep Sour Patch Kids and like hot shit down is because that's his favorite. That's all he ate. All he ate was freaking junk food, like hot fries, Sour Patch Kids, like Twizzlers, Reese's, like gummy worms, like gummy bears. All, like, he ate all that fucking junk food, but that's all I could keep down. And I used to talk so much shit about him eating all that damn candy and junk food, because it's like, we was in the gym, going to the gym together, like on our lunch break, literally going to the gym. And I was like, look, you need to change your eating habits. Like, you gotta lay off the sugar, this and that. Like, I know you skinny and your metabolism high, and you can do that, but you need to lay off the sugar, like lay off all that sugar. And he would just not listen to me, whatever. And I used to always just pick on him, like, you fucking big ass kid, you gonna have cavities and all this shit. And then it was so crazy how I get pregnant, and the only thing that I can keep down is his favorite foods. It was crazy, and I hated it. But he came in, with ginger ale, Sour Patch Kids, asked me, was I okay? I'm like, I'm fine. And I let him know that the clinic in Atlanta said that they won't be able to do anything with me because I'm at 6 weeks. And he was just like, so what? I'm like, I guess I'll look into, Florida, South Carolina. I could see who got the next appointment. So I'm finna call around and do that. He's like, okay, let me know so I can know what I need to do. I'm like, okay. So ended up calling South Carolina. They ended up telling me, like, yes, they can, but they have a 2-week wait list. And I'm just like, okay, all right, okay. She was like, we can set your appointment for 2 weeks out. I was like, okay, all right, okay, we'll do that. And then I called Gainesville. Like, I set the appointment in South Carolina. Ended up calling a clinic in Gainesville, and they said the same thing. They had like a week or so to that next appointment. And I'm just like, all right, okay. I set an appointment for them, because I'm just like, they was a little bit sooner than the South Carolina, but it was still a little bit of ways away. And I'm just like, I'm sick. I want to get this over with. I want to like just go ahead and get this done. I don't want to keep doing this. So I set up both appointments, like just in case something happened in the Gainesville office. I still got my South Carolina appointment.